Los Angeles with her then-husband David Obst. Obst spent her early years working as an editor at the New York Times. She began her career as a D-girl at the Geffen Film Company, where her first significant endeavor was writing the screenplays for Flashdance. In 1986, Obst teamed together with Deborah Hill. Among other projects, the collaboration would go on to create adventures in Babysitting, Heartbreak Hotel, and The Fisher King. The Fisher King, 1991, caused Obst and Hill to split up. She started working as an in-studio producer and went on to create well-known movies like Contact, Hope Floats, One Fine Day, Someone Like You, Sleepless in Seattle, and The Siege. Obst established the production business Linda Obst Productions in 1989. In 1993, it relocated from Columbia Pictures to 20th Century Fox. The business changed its name to Obst/Rosen Productions around 2007. 4. Obst finished main photography as producer for the 2009 film The Invention of Lying, formerly titled This Side of the Truth, which starred Ricky Gervais and Matthew Robinson and was co-written and directed by Gervais, as well as Jennifer Garner. October 2009 saw the release of the movie. Additionally, she produced Angus, directed by Gurinder Chadha. The science fiction film Interstellar, which stars Anne Hathaway and Matthew McConaughey, will be co-produced by Christopher Nolan. This was the first production for which Linda Obst Productions, her production firm, received recognition. Obst's 1996 memoir, Hello, He Lied, describes her experiences in the contemporary studio system. She had a key role in the controversy surrounding the crisis in the Hot Zone article by Richard Preston. Linda Obst started a film and television production firm. In 1989, she established the business and relocated it to Columbia Pictures. 6. Her business relocated to 20th Century Fox in 1993. 7. Even though Obst has produced movies, Interstellar was the first to use her company's banner from the 1980s to the present. Obst was born in New York City on April 14, 1951, and was raised in Harrison, New York. Chuck Coleman passed away in the accident of his Extra 300 while performing at an air show at Las Cruces International Airport in New Mexico, and the aviation industry is in sorrow. Coleman has almost 10,000 hours of combined experience as an aerobatic pilot, instructor, and performer. The engineer from California conducted over 100 flights, exposing actors to the extreme behaviors and attitudes they would encounter while working on the Top Gun Maverick movie. Coleman is also well known for being a close friend and a powerful advocate for general aviation. Sadly, our Air and Space Expo this weekend ended tragically, stated Eric Enriquez, the mayor of Las Cruces, in a statement. Charles T. Chuck Coleman, the pilot, died in an aircraft accident that occurred during Sunday's performance. We want to express our sincere sympathies to Chuck Coleman's family and supporters. On a high-speed pass, the extra is seen on news footage going into a double roll to the left, then pulling up and tumbling until the aircraft assumes an inverted nose-high attitude. Not enough altitude to recuperate. One Facebook user commented, "I'm so grateful for all the flying and aerodynamics lessons he taught me," among numerous other similar responses. Miles Teller is honoring Chuck Coleman, the Top Gun Maverick aerobatics flying instructor who was a great aerobatics pilot, instructor, and engineer. In remembrance of the late pilot who perished in a plane crash at Las Cruces International Airport, the actor posted on social media, "Chuck Coleman, rest in peace." Teller posted on X, "Chuck was our aerobatics flight instructor and played a key role in our preparation for Top Gun Maverick, the microblogging site that was once called Twitter. He was our friend and ally, an aerospace engineer, and an air show and test pilot." He went on, "Chuck had a very laid-back manner, and we always felt at ease having his knowledge available to us. He was considerate, modest, and inquisitive about people and the world. His contributions were lost too soon, although will last forever. Chuck, thank you for the memories. You are a good person." Chuck left on his final flight on Sunday. Blue sky and fly free forever, dear friend. Minneapolis, at the age of 80, Rick Nolan. a former DFL congressman and champion for the Northland, passed away. Born in Brainerd, Nolan spent decades in Congress, most recently as the representative for the 8th Congressional District from 2013 to 2019. He began his lengthy political career as an assistant to U.S. Senator Walter Mondale. Prior to serving as Minnesota's representative, he was elected to the Minnesota House in 1968. 1975 to 1981, 6th Congressional District. After leaving politics, he worked up north in the export trading industry and in the sawmill and pallet manufacturing industries. However, he returned in 2012 after unseating Republican Chip Cravick for the 8th Congressional District. In what was then one of the most costly races in the nation, he narrowly defeated Republican opponent Stuart Mills to win re-election twice. Although he was selected as Lori Swanson's running companion, the two lost the 2018 primary. Rick Nolan fiercely defended working people as a champion for the Northland. From business objectives, DFL Chairman Ken Martin stated, "He served as an ambassador for the DFL's belief that we all do better when we all do better from Ely to Duluth. His family and everyone who got to know and love this devoted public worker are in our prayers." Nolan was referred to as an incredible friend by Senator Amy Klobuchar in a statement on Friday. He was the child who made a comeback. When he was sworn in again at age 69, he was one of the oldest freshmen in Congress, having previously been among the youngest. He was the ideal outdoor enthusiast, friend of labor, and he never lost sight of his origins. "Mary and his family are in John's and my prayers and thoughts," Klobuchar stated. Nolan was referred to by Governor Tim Walz as a giant in northern Minnesota and in Congress. On X, he stated, "His speeches could blow the lid off the roof. It was an honor to serve Minnesotans alongside him." Congressman Nolan fought for working women and men throughout our state and was an advocate for northern Minnesota. He was a devoted public worker and a loyal Minnesotan who cherished the Northland. One only needs to look at his hot dish competition, where he would share wild rice that he collected by hand, venison that he hunted, and sap that he picked. In a statement, Representative Betty McCollum said, "My thoughts are with his wife, Mary, and all those who had the pleasure of knowing him." Following his second electoral run, he was elected to Minnesota's 6th Congressional District in 1974, marking the beginning of his career. After serving 3 terms, he declined to seek for re-election in 1980, the year that many Democrats supported Senator Ted Kennedy rather than President Jimmy Carter's re-election campaign, according to the Associated Press. In 2012, he made a comeback to politics by defeating Representative Chip Cravick in the race for the 8th Congressional District. Then, in 2016, Nolan defeated Republican opponent Stuart Mills in what at the time was the most costly congressional contest in the country, spending over $17 million in a district with over 650,000 voters. In 2018, he declared his retirement and said he will not run for re-election in the 8th Congressional District of the state. Troy DeVold, a prolific reality TV producer who worked on shows like Hollywood Game Night, Dancing with the Stars, and Basketball Wives, passed away in Castleberry, Florida, on October 14th. His age was 53. The DeGuzzapie Funeral Home in Florida announced his death. DeVold, a native of Ohio, attended Full Sail University and Flagler College to study fine arts. His appearance on MTV's Fear in 2000 marked the start of his TV career. After that, he started working on shows virtually non-stop in the unscripted area, such as Paris Hilton's My New Best Friend, Dubai, Flipping Out, The Bachelor, The Osbournes, The Surreal Life, House Rules, and She's Got the Look. He started working on the Basketball Wives series in 2010 and was a co-executive producer and supervising producer on Basketball Wives LA and the original Basketball Wives. In addition to producing Hollywood Game Night, he is the author of 2 books about the small screen industry, and Another Thing, A Beginner's Guide to the Television Notes Process, published in 2021, and Reality TV, An Insider's Guide to TV's Hottest Market, published in 2016.